If you've been anywhere near WWE social media in the last few days or even tuned in to the latest shows, there's one name that is undeniable on everyone's lips. Sami Zayn. He's always been a captivating performer, but right now the buzz around him, well, it's got to another level. Whether it was because of an incredible promo, a shocking match outcome, or a moment that simply resonated deeply, Sami Zayn has once again ignited the WWE fan base, and the conversations are absolutely wild. We need to break down exactly what he has that has fans so fired up and so passionately talked about. Love him or hate him, there is no denying that Sami Zayn is elicting strong reactions, from cheers to drafts, from fan theories to heated debates. What specifically is he doing that's got everyone so fired up, and what does that mean for this figure? Today, we're not just recapping, we're diving deep into the why. Why is this particular Sami Zayn moment cutting through the noise? What is the subtext? What are the implications? And why is it making so much of a massive impact on social media chatter? Let's get into it. Now, Sami Zayn, he has shared the ring with some of the greatest tag teams ever, right? From his days on the independent scene or in WWE. But his choice for the greatest duo who have never competed in the promotion has fans talking. Who is the greatest tag team? It's no different from a Mount Rushmore or a GOAT conversation. You may have a different list or a different name than I, and Sami Zayn certainly does, because on X, Mark Briscoe reflected on the anniversary of his and Jay's wrestling debut. This earned a response from Sami Zayn, who picked the Briscoes over the likes of the Hardys, the Dudleys, the Usos, Road Warriors, New Day, and other wrestling's tag teams as the greatest tag team. He said, in terms of actual output and body of work over time, I say best tag team of all time, meaning the Briscoes. Now, here's their credentials. Mark and Jay are 13-time ROH Tag Team Champions, a record number within the promotion. They've also held the TNA Tag Team titles, GHC's Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles, and IWGP Tag Team Championships. The Briscoe, as a tag team, came to a tragic end in 2023 when Jay was killed in a car accident mere minutes from his home in Delaware. Now, Mark has continued on, showcasing his brother's legacy, albeit as a singles competitor. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to Mark, he has made it very clear he has no intentions of reigniting a tag team type of career. He does not want to be a tag team player. He wants to leave it at the door. Okay, he and Jay, one of the best tag teams of all time, doesn't want to start a new tag team. Too much comparisons, and there's only one Jay Briscoe. You got to keep in mind that it's subjective. So you may not agree with him, meaning Sami Zayn, in regards to this pick. Truthfully, I don't agree with him either. The greatest tag team, very, very difficult to break down. I think you have to look at it like this. Who are tag teams that, number one, was able to draw? Okay, look at your star power of Tower. Were they able to get people emotionally invested in their feuds or their appearances? When they were added to the marquee, were they able to sell tickets? When they were added to a lineup, could they get people in the door and butts in seats? When they were on television, could they get people to tune in? You also have to look at legacy. How many titles did you win? Who did you work with? Right? Number 3, moments. And then number 4, and lastly, what was your in-ring ability like? Were you very interesting? Was it a snore fest? Could you get your opponents over? Those are my 4 criterias. Now, I was thinking about this topic. I don't know who could necessarily be the top of that list outside of the Road Warriors. I think they're the greatest tag team of all time. If you look at it from a longevity standpoint, Click, you talk about selling tickets and star power. Click, they have one of the most iconic looks in the history of the wrestling business. They have one of the best entrances in the history of the wrestling business. They were authentic. They were genuine. They were real, right? Like, you believe these guys could go out there and take someone head on. And at the end of the day, I think that is a huge, huge component of it. You look at the Hardy Boys, yes, they were very popular, and yes, they had great matches, but I don't know if they were necessarily a huge draw together. I think Jeff Hardy was a draw, and Matt was just the brains behind the operation. Edge and Christian are actually bigger as single stars than they were in tag teams. The Dudley Boys, really, really good, but I wouldn't call them necessarily star-powered type performers. The New Day, yes, they had a run there, in the mid to late 2010s where they were very, very popular, but they weren't necessarily drawing a needle. They were just selling a ton of merch. It was very weird. So that's the reason why I say it's the Road Warriors. I would love to know what you guys think down in the comments area below. Now, while we're on this topic, while we're discussing it, I think you got to keep in mind that a lot of people take Sami Zayn's opinion very seriously. And they should. He's a big-time star. He really, really is. He's a very popular star. And it's actually quite fitting that he brought up this topic because it's very similar in a lot of ways. Because Sami Zayn, he's over, he's very popular, but I wouldn't call him a main event type talent. Would you? He's a great in-ring worker. He's a great promo. Doesn't necessarily look the part, despite the fact that he has a kind of it and charisma. He's a very interesting case, a very interesting study, right, in that regard. Now, if you're a Sami Zayn fan, you may have a different opinion. At the end of the day, though, I think if you look at Sami Zayn, he's never been the guy, right? He wasn't the guy in ROH. He wasn't the guy in NXT, although he is a former NXT champion. And he's never been the guy on the main roster. He's never been a world champion. Now, whether that will change in the future, I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. Do you? But at the end of the day, I think it's very important to note Sami Zayn, he's always going to put on great matches. He's always going to put on great performances. He's always going to do big things, right? He's always going to get his opponents over. He's always going to get people to care. And at the end of the day, I think that's all you can ask for, really. Just give me a reason to care about you. Give me a reason to tune in, to watch you, to see what you're able to do. That's what I want. And that's what Sami Zayn gives you. That's what Sami Zayn gives the fan base. And if you can do that, then I think you will be successful in pro wrestling. I think it will make you have a long run, a long tenure, a long stint in pro wrestling, right? Just want to say that. Very interesting comments from Sami Zayn. What do you think down in the comments here below? Do you agree with him? Do you disagree with him? What is your opinion on this topic?